Dendelou get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. Tacho makes the starting 11. Talk to me, Jim. What can we expect from him?
Well, Peter, I'd be interested to see if they'll be turning to him to build a play up from the back. He's a very good defender too, of course, but defensive abilities alone aren't always enough these days. This guy can play.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Floated through. Well timed, excellent interception. Pele. He's a sharp little ball here. He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And it's Del Piero. It's a searching pass. Rummenigge is onto this. Rummenigge was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Lahm ventures forward.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
And here's Ribéry, and he's managed to get free. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Del Piero. And Del Piero! Well, they could break here. Rummenigge has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Rummenigge. Out towards the flank. He's having a shot! It's loose, and there's a tries one from range. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Pull it. Rummenigge. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rummenigge. Oh, delightful ball. Pele getting forward. Impressive jump. Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Paris Saint-Germain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Thuram is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played, well played. And the pass is intercepted. Rummenigge. Now it's Hullet. Threads one in. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Gerrard. Albert. Albert makes a move down the right. Looking for the run. Hullet. And he welcomes it in.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And this is Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah! And he should have made them pay.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Tries to pass it through. Shot, surely! And that's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Tacho, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. James, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lahm, and that's been intercepted. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Dendalou are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So straight into the second half. Stood up well to him there. It's played through for him. Just a real chance! Deftly away. Ribéry gets into a good position. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Mohamed Salah. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Ribéry, the specialist in tearing teams apart. That's good vision. Rummenigge might just make this. And here's Hullet. Del Piero. There's the shot! It's there!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Dendalou leading now.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And here's Hullet.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Albert going about things with real menace. Driving on and making good progress. Vieira. Pelé. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Salah. And it's Vieira. Gerrard gets on his bike and on the move. It's Gerrard! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
OK, credit him for his willingness to run at people, but you really shouldn't be afforded so much space down the middle of the pitch.
Tacho promptly onto that, and that is that. Robertson, Ribéry, that is a brilliant interception. Now he's got space here. Robertson is wide and looking to get onto this. Gerrard is there and he can pick it up. Lahm. Ferdinand. Plays the return pass. Lahm, the man that is tenacity personified. Mohamed Salah, and that interception was most necessary. Mohamed Salah.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now this could be a chance. Oh, shooting chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Dendelou with the corner, there first.
Substitution.
And it's been taken short. Oh, that's neat.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great defending, strong and determined. Pullet going after that. Edmilson. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gerrard.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Dendelou needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, that's fabulous. Paris Saint-Germain claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. The message is simple: defend this with your lives.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Ribery. Number 20, Gerrard. Coming on the field.
They've played it short.
22,
Lahm did well to stay calm there.
Now there's a great block, if ever there was one.
I think we're just about done here. Albert aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well played.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Can he get on the end of this? This is Hazard. He's had a shot! And there's a goal! And right near the end, we have parity.
Well, there was small hope for an offside decision, but I think he held his run, anticipating the ball perfectly. It's a good goal and an even better link-up for me.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
It just goes to show you what determination can...
And that is as far as it goes. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Del Piero claiming the man. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled
today's
out all the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Well, we all know of Johan Cruyff as the father of total football, but what can we expect from him on the pitch, Jim?
He'll be the conductor, Peter, making sure that his team create space and make good use of it.
He's having a pop! And he skips past his man. Ball's out once more. Shot could be on. He's picked his way. Great chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Bellingham picks it up from the goal kick. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Edmilson. And it's Ribéry. Ribéry. This is promising. Rummenigge. And he's only too happy to take that back. Šeško. Roberto Carlos. Hoisted in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Cruyff. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And this is Ribéry. Shot a goal! Vitinha. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Albert shoots! And it's a goal! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
After 17 minutes is number 24, Giovanni Elbel.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? Oh, there's a probing ball, and the counter is on. Pass somewhat off target. Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Tries to play it through. Now there's Šeško! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's hoisted clear. Oh, good spread. Vitinha finding himself in space. Bellingham gathers from the goal kick. Not the most accurate pass. Lahm getting this one clear. And this is Cruyff. Well, now chance for a shot! He's got a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
After 26 minutes is number
That
23.
is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Hullet, and Hullet! Superb from Hullet! About as smooth as it gets. Into the lead once more. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Cruyff. Looking for the run. Oh, good take in a good area.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Rummenigge. Albert. Tries to pass it through. Threads one in. Cruyff. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Corner number 2 then. Towering header! And a neat finish! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So again, we have parity.
Such a big goal, Peter.
And this is Hullet. And the finish! Superb goal! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Dendelou with the lead. Ribéry quietly revving up. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. He's a sharp little ball here. Hefty challenge, but fair enough. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Lahm. Gerrard. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Engages and forces him off the ball. That's the end of the first 45. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, this has been a half full of thrills, and the margins are tight. Just one in it, 3-2 at the break.
Substitution.
So right back into the action. That has not gone well. And it's Cruyff. Well timed, excellent interception. Ribéry. Dendelou couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Lovely, now then. Robertson. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Crosses it in, he's rising! And he's stuck it away! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Italy are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Cruyff. Vitinha. And it's Roberto Carlos. It's Bellingham. Del Piero is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Šeško. Tacho promptly onto that, and that is that. Albert. Gerrard. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it into space. And it's Vitinha. That's a little off target. Quality ball. Good take, and is he in? Cruyff! Oh, it's hit the post! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Bellingham. Can he get it through? Played into the box. And they've been given a corner.
Substitution on the field.
So, third corner of the game.
Ribery. Number 20, Gerrard.
Ekitike!
On the field. Number
Oh, he's
22,
given that plenty,
Leno.
but no.
Number 21, Rivaldo. Substitutions taking place.
Oh, that's a key interception. Now, what about a counter-attack?
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Bruno Fernandes is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Chance! Goal, Italy! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, that was sharp, deliciously sharp.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
Italy leading now.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them haul themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Vitinha carries the ball down the right. Oh, cracking ball. He's had a shot! Dendelou now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
He's dribbled past his man here. Albert. Can he get on the end of this?
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And it's Hullet. Del Piero has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Great vision. Brilliantly cut out.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Lovely bit of skill. Roberto Carlos. And we're done. Dendelou illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle and either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first dead ball situation. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Real chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? He just knows. At the core of his game is winning battles, physical, aerial, mental. To him, winning, however he does it, matters most. Messi receives it in a wide position. Ribery. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Robertson. Del Piero. Dendelou. They're applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for...
Ekitike! Ribery. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Ribery is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Lahm. Ferdinand. Driving forward. Ribery. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Edmilson. And it's Gerrard. And it's Hullet. Shapes to shoot! And that has fair fizzed.
Nothing wrong with the idea, inches away.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Well, that looks a decent ball. Ribery. And he's only too happy to take that back. Edmilson. Gerrard. It's a pretty loose pass. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Messi. And it's Ribery. Ribery will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Rice. Now he's got space here. Dink through. And he's cut it out. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Threads one in. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Hullet. Tries to pass it through. Aims beyond the defence. And the finish! And he's done it!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking.
And Messi! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
There will be
The
1
movement
minute
is
added
slick,
time.
the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Garcia breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. So a temporary halt to the action. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen
at
now for
half-time
information
on the
your
wrong end
shuttle
of a
bus
1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Number 21.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Number 77.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Quality ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That has not gone well. Pull it. Ribery looking to be a menace in the final third. Over to the right flank. Bale. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Eto'o. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Del Piero. Ribery. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Ribery. Gerrard. Bullet. Looking to play him in. Well read. And the danger is averted. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Manchester United are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan.
Bullet really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Great defending, strong and determined. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rice. Yaya Toure can so cleverly bypass the press. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean...
Decent chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Bale. Dendelou can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And this is Messi. Robertson. Edmilson. Now it's Bale. Rice. Oh, well played, well played.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And it's Rice. Messi. Shot could be on. He's come in hard. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Dendelou present their opponents with the best possible chance here. The chance to pull further clear. That is some save from Khan! And that would have been game, set and match.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Robertson promptly onto that, and that is that.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Gerrard tries to play it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Dendelou now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything.
A chance! No, not the best of headers. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. Schneider. Here's Roberto Carlos. Lahm. He's free, he has got space. And he's quick to get rid. And reclaimed it in a trice. And that's that. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
We are glad to inform
Any
you
reflections
that
on what you've seen, Jim?
What a frustration, Peter. Even after the goal, no real change in approach. That's about as inept as they come, and it's no surprise there are many in the stands that are making their feelings pretty clear.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Things already rolling.
When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Chance!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Messi goes short. Dendelou have the chance to go the other way. That's an imaginative pass.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It's played through for him, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Messi. Now it's Lee Kang-in. And it's Ribéry. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Lee Kang-in in acres of space out wide. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here. That's going in strongly.
Can he get on the end of this? Referee has just said play on. Great ball if he can get there. He's picked his way through. Pacho.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Played out to the left flank. Ribéry. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Played in by Robertson. Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Tries to pass it through. And this is Batistuta. He has found the way through. And the finish! Goal! Manchester United! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Manchester United are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And here's Hullet. That's good defending, very good defending. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now he's got space here. He's being urged to shoot. Ribéry really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Cannavaro.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, that looks a cracking ball. And he's picked it up out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And it's a corner. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Shot a goal! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
That's great running from him. Determined, committed, and getting on the front foot.
So, third corner of the game. And here's Messi. Messi's cross. That has not gone well. Chance! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Now it's Hullet. Gerrard. He is through here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now he's off and running. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi. Nice looking ball. Nicely worked. Likanin! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's Hullet. Now it's Del Piero. Rijkaard. Just past the 40th minute mark. Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. Stood up well to him there. And here's Del Piero. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Howson. Yamal. Now it's Batistuta.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And here's Batistuta. Looking to play him in. That is ended up in no man's land. And he's there to retrieve it. And it's half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And a quick announcement for the benefit of anybody
Dendalou
who's found
go in
themselves
at
a little lost
half-time
today.
with
Please
a
look
game
at the
to
screen
chase.
for information on how to find
Well,
your
for
way
me,
around
Peter,
the
things have
stadium.
never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. The second half is up and running.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And he's worked it through. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Corner number 4 coming up here.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 9, Batistuta.
And it's been taken short.
Likanin.
He's well shoots!
Number 19.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Number 17.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Ribery. Well read, nice interception. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Some resolute defending there. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now it's Messi, in with the challenge. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a really well-measured ball. Robertson gets over and intercepts. Aimed beyond the defence. He's found space here. Foot in. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Well, plenty of early set pieces here.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
He's in a great position here. Not the most convincing of passes.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
Manchester chance for a shot! Pull it. Now it's Ribery.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Elise. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's nice. That's a good foot in there. Tacho, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's found a way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Not a hint of offside here. Oh, great leap! Haaland finds himself offside. And it's Ribery. Oh, it's come loose.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Edmilson. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Gerrard. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Tacho does well to get it back. Elise is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Khan claims comfortably. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And that's a good ball. And a chance! It's wide, but not by very much.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Well, the two coaches
14,
are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 3, Rijkaard. Number 19, Erling Haaland. Coming on the field,
Manchester United are totally
20,
dominant in the middle of the park, and no way through zone.
Beckham. Number 11,
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he welcomes it in. Edmilson. That's really well manoeuvred. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And this is Neymar. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, you can't really overlook the importance of Bruno Fernandes in this side. A lot of players of his ilk may be seen rightly or wrongly as luxury players, and he's anything but. A work ethic I've always admired, and he's still hard at it as ever.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And it's Hullet looking for the run. Maldini calmly anticipates. Semenyo. Now it's Del Piero. Tries to pass it through. He's decent chance! Semenyo for Messi. And it's Bellingham. Not the most accurate pass. That's really well manoeuvred. Ribéry. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Oh, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Del Piero. He's having a shot! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
After 13 minutes is number 10.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Threads one in. Oh, he's found support out wide. Messi. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. That's tidy. He's picked his way through. Plays it in low. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake.
Semenyo! And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And smartly reclaimed. And it's Robertson. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Some really good ball movement. Good read, needed to be. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And here's Messi. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's played it in low. Gerrard. Well, that pass isn't the best. Messi. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, that's fabulous. That's a lovely, neat pass. Messi really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looked...
There's the shot! Again, a brilliant save. And we have our very first corner. Dendelou takes the shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
That's a sharp pass. Quality ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Semenyo. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Ribéry, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Now it's Semenyo. Tries one from range. And no mistake. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Hullet. Vieira does well not to be outdone there. Now it's Semenyo. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Semenyo receives it in a good position here. Del Piero. Del Piero going forward. Can he get it through? No, it's come to nothing.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Good running, strong and purposeful. That's it, 45 minutes up. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Special presentation featuring our guest performers today. Substitutions taking place.
Chad get the second half going. Marcelo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Ribéry. And here's Del Piero. Vieira. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That is good strength. And it's Marcelo. And the cross comes in. Towering! And he's straight offside. Bellingham. Bellingham gets on his bike and on the move. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Gullit. Del Piero is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Gerrard. Edmilson. Oh, the ball's gone astray.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Albert, driving forward. Gullit. Lovely feet. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that's gone loose. Del Piero. Chad can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Hazard. And a chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bale really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Marcelo. He won't be happy with that one. Gullit makes a dash for it. Bellingham. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's superb. Shot a goal! And that's a tidy finish. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ribery. And it's Gerrard. And this is Del Piero. He has found a way through.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here. That could spell trouble. That looks a good ball through.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Searching pass he's played there. Shapes to shoot! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Quite a game this, all square again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Toure showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Del Piero, great vision. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Del Piero. Knocks it into space. Dendelou have... And Del Piero! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Marcelo has the space to scheme.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And here's Hazard. Tries to play it through. And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
All hands on deck for this one. And a header!
Minutes has been indicated.
That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Desperate defending required here. Ferdinand with the clearance. And he lines up a cross. And this is Hazard. Has crossed. Impressive jump. And I think we're done. Yes, we are done. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Marcelo. He's pretty much a defender in name alone, to be honest, because his biggest contributions always seem to come at the other end of the pitch. He's great at controlling the ball when under pressure and seems to have...
Great chance! Off the post! Picked out brilliantly. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Oh, such a clever touch. Good chance here. And that's off target.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That is good strength. Del Piero is fouled. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Del Piero! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Pepe cuts it out. Threads one in. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Shot a goal! And the ball's come loose here. Edmilson. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
First quarter of an hour gone. Hullet ploughing through the middle.
Hullet clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
He's had a shot! Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
And here's Cruyff. And this is Ibrahimovic! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Nothing wrong with the idea, inches away.
Marcelo. And it's Hullet. Rice proves too strong, too smart. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That's a lovely, neat pass. Gerrard. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
It's Schneider! He scored! And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Liverpool have taken the lead.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Ribery quietly revving up. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ribery. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, that's superb. Stood up well to him there. No foul, says the referee. That's a cute ball. Ibrahimovic. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He's picked his way through. Del Piero! And that's in. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
After 41 minutes.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And he was alert to it. Albert. Well, that looks a decent ball. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Gerrard.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Nielsen. And it's Ribery. Now, can they get him away? Messi. And it's half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And so we're off again. Pepe gets over and intercepts. Ibrahimovic. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vitinha, who can single-handedly make a difference. Tries to pass it through. Nice interception, well timed. Gerrard is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
Rice, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a little off target. Baresi. Messi. Pass is just off target. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, shooting chance! Vitinha. Now, who's going to be first to this? It's a promising position. And this is Snyder. Lovely feet. It's Snyder! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that's a tiny finish. And again they hit the front. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Liverpool. Ribery!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Pass somewhat off target. Marcelo is looking to influence the game from out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's Snyder. Snyder! And he's stuck it away. And there's the goal they've been looking for. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Liverpool now in a position far more... And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Short changes him with that. He'll try from distance! Same again, same outcome.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Just eases him off the ball. It's a searching pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. Now he's got space here. Rice. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Hullet. Oh, well played, well played. Messi. Schneider. Now this could be a chance. And he's in on goal. Ribery! Oh, there's a probing ball. Messi. And here's Hullet. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. He is through here. Ribery. Schneider. And here's Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dendalou can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And it's Ribery. Ribery going face-to-face with his great rival. Now the cross. Marcelo clears it away. Messi. Vitinha, Pacho, spots it and intercepts. Pull it, and here's Del Piero. Can he get it through? Might be danger. Chance for a shot! And there's a goal! And what a climax we have here! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Number 7.
Dendalou give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Number 5.
And there goes the final whistle. Dendalou were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded.
And a quick announcement for the
The
benefit
end of the
anybody
game.
who has found themselves
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle.
Raphael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his incredible discipline and intelligence, Peter. So often...
He's rising! Goal! Barcelona! And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's Del Piero. And here's Hullet. That's a nicely... And a header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Ribéry. Now this could be a chance. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Hullet. Elbert. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. No, he's not going to get any further than that. That's a nicely shaped ball. Ferdinand did well to stay calm there. Yamal. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Marquez, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Varane did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Del Piero, great vision. And Ribéry! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Roberto Carlos. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. That has been cut short. He's had it taken off him. Dendelou have a free kick.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Threads one in, and it's Bellingham. And there's green grass ahead of him. Ribéry looking to be a menace in the final third. Now it's Dembele. Haaland. And this is Dembele. Roberto Carlos. Oh, sweet feet. Bellingham. Roberto Carlos. That's an excellent interception. Hullet could move up a gear here. Now it's Haaland. Gives it back. Beckenbauer.
Barcelona genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
And it's Gerrard. And here's Hullet. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shot could be on. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's picked it up out wide.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Ferdinand makes the interception. It's a pretty loose pass. Yamal. Haaland. Beckenbauer. Shifted it to the flank. Dembele. Haaland receives it in a good position here. Now here's the delivery. Khan claims it, safe hands.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Dendelou trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So we're underway for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Van Dijk. Can he get on the end of this? Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Not the most accurate pass. Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. Yamal has the space to scheme. He is just caressing the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Haaland. Del Piero. And he skips past his man. Ribéry. Spread it left. Varane can get it clear. No way through. Tries one from range. And no, just off target.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Dendelou still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Pele can see things others simply cannot. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Ribéry. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And here's Del Piero. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's had it nicked away. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Oh, this looks sharp. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Crosses it in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Ribery. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And they're back on the ball again. Beckenbauer. What a throw in.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 20. El dorsal 14. El dorsal
Quick look,
11.
thought about cutting inside.
Roberto Carlos. El dorsal
Excellent
12.
challenge there,
Serán
uncompromising.
sustituidos por el dorsal
Barcelona
8.
clearly have
El
been
dorsal
instructed to
22.
kill this off.
El
Offence.
dorsal 4.
Takes a shot!
El dorsal 6.
And that really should have been that.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Neymar, there he goes, motoring forward. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Dendelou with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Messi. Oh, look at Messi! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Now it's Haaland. Oh, now he can run away with it. Now it's Gullit. Oh, he's all alone. And the keeper's done brilliantly to thwart him.
Well, his positioning was just spot on, and he made the goal look an awful lot smaller.
Gullit showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Best receives it in a wide position. Oh, that was vital.
Barcelona really wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Oh, what a ball!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Neymar. 1 minute to add, according to the board. And that is that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I hate to sound too harsh, Peter, but that was poor. I mean, devoid of ideas, devoid of guile, devoid of cohesion, and ultimately devoid of any real fight. It just wasn't a great watch.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.